Hey everybody, this is Neil Pasricha, and this is The Book of Awesome. Now, The Book of Awesome has been out almost 10 years, and we are finally putting it out as an audiobook. Took a while, but from an initial printing of only a few thousand copies, it's gone on to sell millions around the world. But in the original book, I never actually shared where it came from. I never shared the true story of why I started writing down these awesome things. So as it comes out in audio now for the first time, I thought I'd take a couple minutes and tell you why I started writing down little essays about getting called up to the dinner buffet first at a wedding, playing on old dangerous playground equipment, and wearing warm underwear from out of the dryer. The story goes like this. One day I was driving home from my office job in the suburbs, and my wife was waiting for me on our front porch. If you've ever had someone waiting for you outside your own house, you know your heart kind of skips a beat. She had been crying and kind of brought me inside, and she summoned a lot of courage through a lot of tears to say, I don't know if I love you anymore. And in the most kind and respectful way she could, she was asking me for a divorce. A few days later, I chatted with my best friend Chris on the phone on a Sunday night. Chris had been struggling with mental illness for a long time, like 1 in 4 of us do. And the year before was really difficult for him and for me. We spoke a few times and talked about nothing serious that night, but sadly, that was the last time I talked to him. His sister called me at work a few days later to tell me that Chris had very suddenly taken his own life. I lost 40 pounds during this time due to stress. And you know what everyone at work said to me? They said, "You look great. What's your secret?" I was just like, no food, no sleep. I mean, one day I drove home from work and I said to myself, there's got to be a way for me to change the channel in my head somehow. There's got to be a way to like flip a switch. You know, I gotta be able to come out of this fog. So I got home from work, I sat down on the couch and I turned on CNN. Do not do that. Every single thing on TV is bad news. Every single thing on the radio and the newspaper is always bad news. So I only had one place left to turn, and that was the internet. I went to Google and I typed in how to start a blog before pressing the I'm feeling lucky button that no one ever presses. 10 minutes later, I had started up a tiny website called 1000awesomethings.com, just as a way to put a smile on my face before I went to bed. So I would come home from work and I'd start writing a little essay about picking up a Q and U at the same time in Scrabble. And then I'd hit post. The next day I'd come home and write about finding $5 in your coat pocket, or about fat baseball players, or waking up and realizing it's a Saturday. Now, over 50,000 blogs are started a day, so my blog was just one of the 50,000. Nobody read it except for my mom, although I got excited when my mom forwarded it to my dad, and my traffic doubled overnight. And then I got excited one day when I started getting tens of hits. And then I got excited when I started getting hundreds, and then thousands, and then millions. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I got a phone call, and the voice at the other end of the line said, "You just won the Best Blog in the World award." I was like, that sounds totally fake. Obviously. Is it the Nigerian prince? You know, but turns out it was real, and I ended up getting flown to New York City, where I walked on a red carpet between, I'm not kidding, between Martha Stewart on my right, Jimmy Fallon on my left, Seth Meyers and Sarah Silverman beside them. Turns out the International Academy of Digital Arts and Sciences wanted to hand me a Webby Award for Best Blog in the World. And the shock and the surprise of that was overshadowed by when I got home to Toronto and 10 literary agents were waiting in my inbox, eager to turn 1000awesomethings.com into the Book of Awesome.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.